A radio host asked me this week how long I thought the era of $5.00 gas at the pump would last. I replied that it would likely last as long as it takes for the price to rise to $6.00 per gallon. It was not a facetious reply. AAA reported Thursday morning that the average national U.S. price per gallon of regular gasoline had reached a new record high of $4.97, on the verge of topping the $5.00 mark for the first time in the nation's history. Whether the crossing of that key threshold happens on Friday or over the weekend, it will inevitably happen soon. As always, high prices for crude oil on the global market are a key driver of these rising gas prices. On Monday, analysts at Goldman Sachs raised their projection for the international Brent crude oil price for the third quarter from $125 per barrel to $140. Both Citibank and Barclays also raised their crude price projections for the remainder of this year into 2023 on the same day, as Russian oil volumes continue to disappear from the market in the face of Western sanctions. Meanwhile, Natasha Kaneva, JPMorgan's head of commodities research, predicted this week the average gas price at the pump could rise as high as $6.20 by August. Although gas prices are currently at nominal all-time highs, the previous high of $4.14 set in 2008 would equate to more than $5.50 when adjusted for inflation. But psychological landmarks can be as important economic ones, and we must wonder if seeing a price at the pump in excess of $5.00 across the nation will provide a psychological impact on consumers that could trigger an onset of demand destruction that would lead to falling crude oil and gasoline p. Few signs in the current market point to that taking place. Crude oil markets remain undersupplied despite the Biden administration's ongoing program to add 1 million barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve each day. That program began on April 1 and the plan is to continue it through the end of September, after which Biden's government would be obligated to start taking oil off the market to refill the SPR, thus aggravating an already tight market situation even further barely a month before the midterm electee. A classic example of the foibles of government central planning if there ever was one. At the same time, China began lifting many of its zero-COVID lockdowns and other restrictions in Shanghai and surrounding areas on June 1, a move that is already showing signs of being bullish on global oil prices. The Brent price has risen by 5% since the easing of restrictions was implemented. The member nations of the OPEC Plus cartel pledged at their recent meeting to further raise their daily export targets, but few believe the group as a whole will be able to meet its pledged volumes.